Hello everyone, we're back here at Roxy's Pub for a second segment with Jimmy. And today I really wanted to help you guys out, for anyone out there in the world of cooking who doesn't know how to cut a brisket properly. I've come into this situation many times where people will cook something that we've shown them, but then they might come back with a comment asking us how did we slice it, how did we prepare it, of that kind of those kind of questions. So a brisket is actually not as simple as some people might think it is. The time in which it takes to either smoke it or braise it, it is long period of time, sometimes 8 or more hours.
These are 14.
14 hours in the smoker?
In the smoker.
So 14 hours in the smoker, yet again, made by Cameron Bryce of Hellbent Custom Garage. You can see how Roxy's, Hellbent, they all kind of like intertwine with each other. That's how our family of people do things. We keep each other working hard for each other. So Jimmy, you were mentioning that the brisket itself is actually 2 parts.
Yeah, it's two parts. So this is the flat and then the point. This comes from the lower part of the belly, and this goes up to where it's like starts to get a little bit fattier. So you'll actually see some barbecue restaurants like Salt Lick in Texas, just outside of Austin, they'll take the top part off.
Okay.
So that way you can go all the way down.
Right.
But I'll just show you. All right, so we're just going slicing through this is the flat. This is when you go into a barbecue restaurant, they'll say lean or moist.
And the lean refers to the
point, which is this part.
Okay.
The flat. No, I'm sorry, the flat. The point is the fatty side.
So the fatty side is going to be the moist side because of all that lovely juice that comes out of the actual fat of the animal.
So then you go up, it's usually about halfway.
Okay.
And you'll be able to feel it when you cut it. You'll be able to feel some of the give. And so just
and that give is that fattiness, which is
yes.
ready to like literally fall apart.
So just so, this is how we do it when we do tastings and we have people over and all that. We just
can
see the grains going that way.
The grain is going this direction, but also take notice to the actual ring around the brisket. That's created from the smoke, and that's how you can tell it's been done properly.
And so with this one, you just rotate it, and then you cut down. So you're cutting against the grain. So that way.
And you can see all that wonderful juiciness coming out of the brisket.
And you can see the difference, how that just doesn't look natural.
Right.
You know, it just doesn't look like it's supposed to be that way. And then you look at that, and it's just one cohesive piece of meat.
So this part was called the
flat.
The flat part, you're cutting straight down it until you get about midway through the brisket. Then you're rotating it the opposite way to cut against the grain. Correct. Which you're going to get these nice longer pieces, and you can see how wonderfully juicy and obviously going to be flavorful from all that wonderful fat that's already in the meat.
So we'll just cut those in half just for tasting purposes.
And of course, remember, it's very important to have a knife that is properly sharpened, because what is difficult is when a brisket is cooked perfectly like this is, and it's going to be nice and tender and juicy, if you don't have an appropriate knife, when you go to cut it, it's actually going to fall apart and rip apart, and you're not going to have this ability to have such a lovely presentation.
Yes, sir, dig it.
So that's how you cut a brisket. That is a wonderfully smoked brisket, cut perfectly, displayed lovely. You can see all the color from the outside rub and the smoke. And of course, what I do best on any episode where we have food is I'm going to eat something. And of course, I'm not going to shove the whole thing because it's hot. You can see the steam. My God.
Oh, I think I got some of that sauce left too.
Sauce not needed.
Okay. Good.
That's our new tagline. Just joking. Brisket, sauce not needed. Right here, Roxy's Pub. Jimmy, once again, pulling it through for us. Lovely episode with you. I got to fist bump you because I got your brisket all over me. And yeah, I'm going to finish this piece right now. It's just good. It's tender. I mean, they're going to roll me out of here today. Pop over to the website at lifechoices.com. Look down to the bottom of this video. Once again, you'll have the address here at Roxy's to come by for some beverages, for some lovely food prepared by Jimmy and his chefs here at Roxy's. We'll see you next time here on Life Choices. See you later.